Hey you guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down for you how I was able to make my first million on Fiverr. If you're watching this video, it means that you want to start selling your services on Fiverr, or you're looking for a way to make extra coins and freelancing is something that you're considering. If that's the case, this video is for you. Around December, I had put my business on hold. I found I brought in the bulk of my source of income, so that dried up pretty quickly because I had to live on my savings for months up until the time when I discovered freelancing and Fiverr. I was broke. What I had in my bank account was around $100. Then it was like 50 grand, and I was frustrated. Okay, I remember that I took a selfie, and I still have this selfie, but I'm not gonna post it yet. I took a selfie crying one time because I'm like, how do I get myself out of this mess? I had so many bills to pay. I was living on my own in Lagos. I had bills to pay. I had things to handle, and I just felt like I was not going to be able to handle it or to survive that situation. It was a very, very bad place for me, and it's not like I'm going to do Ronsgare work or Yahoo work. That's not really my thing. It's not really my jam. So I needed to figure out what to do. I heard about Fiverr and I heard about freelancing, and prior to that particular month when I decided to take it seriously, I actually had an account for like 2 years or so, but that account was not bringing any money. It was nothing was happening there. I wasn't really using it, but now it became an option. And fast forward to today, I have made over $1 million from Fiverr. And so what I want to share with you is exactly my step-by-step process to getting that result, if this is something that you want to do. Full disclosure, guys, it takes a lot of work. Okay, if you're looking for like a quick make money quick scheme, I would advise you to just get out from this video. I'd advise you to just end the video. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not going to give you like $1 million overnight, but it's going to help you start to create money for yourself, and eventually you'll get there. For some people, it took them 6 months to get the results I have. For other people, it took them 2 years, but I'm just sharing what has worked for me through my own journey. Before we get into the video, my name is Diamond, and on this channel I share content around personal development, business, entrepreneurship, and finance. If any of these things interest you, please do subscribe. If you finish this video and you don't subscribe even though you liked the video, I will swear for you. Let's get into the video. These are like screenshots from like how much I've earned from multiple gigs, and this is like the total earnings that I've gained from Fiverr in the 12 months that I've literally been on there working. And note that I really started earning money on Fiverr around, I think it's around either August or September, I can't remember. So that was 2 months after I took it seriously. That was around when I started earning good money on Fiverr. This is my gig area, my profile. You can also see my ratings from different people from all over the world that I have worked with. First step that I took in getting to this point is that I did not try to do it on my own. I did not try to say, let me figure it out on my own. At the time, I only had 50 grand in my account, but I also knew that if I was going to achieve the best results, I needed to invest in my own growth. So this was when I came across a really high value course, and I was like, okay, let me invest in this course. I had 50K, so that was around $100 at the time. The cost was 20,000, so I would only have 30,000 left in my bank account. And I took that leap. I pulled out 20K and I invested in the course. And guys, before I invested in this course, I did my research. I checked to see like the screenshots, reviews from real life people. I just wanted to see that, okay, this was the real deal. I saw that the person who was teaching us this course, like he had made over $30,000 on Fiverr. Like the guy had made lots of money on Fiverr, and he was now teaching people how to do the same thing. So based on the results that he had, I decided, okay, I want to have this result. Guys, just so you know, I invested 20K in that course. I have made over 40 times that money doing this. Why I had to just say that is sometimes you have to take a leap of faith and invest in yourself. Sometimes you just have to do it because that's the only way for you to create the results that you want for yourself. So anyways, that was the first thing that I did, was investing in learning, because I just knew deep down in my soul, right, that if I did not hire somebody, if I did not pay to learn from someone who has been where I want to be, I will spend the next 6, 10, 12, 1 year just trying to figure it out, making mistakes. And something that was supposed to take me 6 months, 2 months, 3 months to get results, I will end up staying 3 years and I wouldn't have gotten half the result I'm trying to get now. There's this quote in Nigeria, they say, follow who know road. That was my mindset. I was going to follow who know road so that I would get the results. Because girl, I was broke. I did not have the time to DIY. Okay, when you're broke, like dead broke, that you cannot pay your bills, DIY is not an option. You need a lifeline. And I just knew that 20k is not a lot of money that I cannot spend. Yes, I didn't have it, but I can spend 20k and hold 30,000 until I figure myself out. My salary was going to come the next month, so that one would just help me to manage myself. So that was the first thing I did. After like the first 3 weeks, I did not really do anything, which is why it took me roughly 2 months and maybe some days to get my first client. I did not pay attention to it because I just felt like this thing, how am I sure it's going to work? Like, this Fiverr platform is saturated with people. Why are they going to pick me over other people? Like, I just had a lot of doubt around how much this thing would work. Eventually, when I realized that the bills are piling up and I didn't have an option, like, what is my option? If I decided not to do the work in this course, what was I gonna do? So I just decided, let me just do it. Maybe it doesn't work, maybe it does, but let me at least give it my all. So I showed up inside that course. I took those classes seriously. While I was taking the course and putting my effort towards it, the third step I took while doing that was listing out all the skills that I had. Being that I'd been in entrepreneurship for over 5 years at this time, and as at that time, I think, I started entrepreneurship in 2016 and it's 2020. I've been in entrepreneurship for over 5 years. There are certain skills that I have developed: website development, webinar creation, sales funnel building, copyright. Like, I have some skills that I feel like, okay, I can sell these skills on Fiverr. I know I can do these things and I can get paid for them. So I sat down, took a pen, and I listed all my skills out. And then I went on Fiverr and I looked at other people who are selling the skills. Doing that helped me to understand more how I can package the skills, how I can package the things that I wanted to sell. So I was able to go list down all my skills and then also list down what I could offer people. How can I help people? On Fiverr, they will often write, I will create a 2-page beautiful modern website for you. I will create an online store for you. I will design this for you. I will do this for you. So based on my skills, I was just writing things that I knew I could do. I had like multiple things that I could sell on the platform. Essentially, what you really want to do for yourself is you want to find a good program that matches your pockets right now so that you can invest in and start the process of learning. It will really reduce the timeline for you to get results. B, dedicate yourself to the thing that you're learning. If you have to watch a certain video over and over again to understand what is being said, watch that video over and over again. And number 3, the third part, is list out the things that you are going to offer on Fiverr. Especially if you're someone that has skills and you're watching this, what are the skills? And then go on the platform, filter the people who are on the platform, so you're only checking the top rated sellers on Fiverr in those different categories. If you have digital marketing skills, search digital marketing and then filter by top rated and level 1 sellers and look at the kind of services, the offers that they're selling. You want to look for the offers that have the most reviews, right? So if it has 1,000 reviews, then you put digital marketing, how many people there have at least 50, 100, 200 reviews? Because then it would tell you to an extent how much people are looking for that particular offer, okay? And then go ahead and write down the different things that you can offer inside that particular category, and do that for all of the skills that you have. So if it's digital marketing, do that. If it's writing, do that. Like, just do that for all the skills that you have. Doing that just really made it clear what I wanted to sell on the platform in the first place. When I got my first order, I went above and beyond, okay? I showed up inside that order, you guys have no idea. I gave it my absolute best because I wanted this client to come again. And guess what? That client has ordered for me 3 times from the first time that they ordered, and they gave me a very good review, because on Fiverr reviews are so important. And ever since then, I've made it a priority to try and deliver as well as I can for most of my clients. Have I been slacking sometimes? Yes, I've had times when I've slacked, but guys, in the beginning I gave it my all, and even now I still force myself to correct whenever I see myself slacking off and give my all to every single client who books me on Fiverr. Every now and then you're going to get a bad review. You're going to get a client who, no matter what you did, they will still not be happy. I got one some days ago. At the end of the day, that's fine, as long as that's not something that is happening with all your clients, right? So you can have 30 reviews and maybe 1 or 2 they're negative, but the other 28, 29 should be positive. It will show you that you're delivering a good job. If you book that order, over deliver, give it your best. Let that client leave giving you raving reviews. So some people would sell maybe 1 or 2 gigs on Fiverr and that's it, and they are comfortable. But inside of Fiverr, there's something called custom offers that I didn't even know existed. So let's say that you're selling something for $15, right? If you know how to pitch clients properly, you could actually end up selling that client something for $100. You can end up selling them something for $150. You could pitch them multiple things that will make the same clients who came for something of $20 end up buying something of $300 over time. Okay, so one thing I have done consistently is upsell and cross-sell every single client I meet. There's a strategy to do this, but I do it and it works every single time. So don't just get comfortable with 2 gigs on the platform and be like, okay, this is $50, this is $100, I'm comfortable. You have to apply yourself to know how to pitch your clients who are inside of your message, who are inside of your inbox, and you also need to apply yourself in upselling and cross-selling those clients, because every single client, even if they only have $15 today, they have the potential of coming back to you if you do a good job and buying something else worth $90, $100, $200, but they're not going to come back if they have no idea that you offer those things. So upselling and cross-selling is something I have done consistently, and guys, I've been able to convert some of my clients who came with $20, $30, $100 into paying me so much more. Okay, so that's the 5th thing that I will mention that has really helped me to achieve the goals I have achieved with Fiverr. When it came to my gigs, I created multiple gigs and I made sure that my gigs were packaged properly. So I didn't make the mistake of just having 1 or 2 gigs on Fiverr. As a new seller, Fiverr allows you to have up to 5 gigs. I believe as a level 1 seller, you get more gigs, level 2 gets more, and top rated, I think every single level your gigs increase. Okay, right now I have about 7 gigs or 8 gigs on Fiverr, and I'm going to be increasing those gigs all the way to 12, 13 gigs. If my level, because now I'm a level 2 seller, so if a level 2 seller can have XYZ number of gigs, I'm going to make sure I'm selling all those gigs, and I'm going to package those gigs so well that when somebody sees the gigs, regardless of how many people are on the platform, they're likely to stop by, click on my own gig, trust me enough to book me for that particular service. When it comes to Fiverr and your gigs, sell multiple gigs. Don't just sell 1 gig. And beyond selling multiple gigs, another thing I did, and a step that I took, is making sure that all of my gigs had varying price points. So I can have a $15 price point for an offer, followed by a $50 or $35 price point, followed by a $100 price point. Okay, because Fiverr allows you to have 3 different pricing points for each of the gigs that you're selling, which allows you to earn more money. A lot of people don't follow this step. They don't do this when it comes to Fiverr. They create 1 or 2 gigs and they're comfortable. No, you have to create all of your gigs out, because the more gigs that you have and the more price ranges that you have, the more likely you are to book clients in those different price ranges, hereby increasing the number of people you are converting into paying clients. And also, how you package your gigs matter. I personally like to use videos for most of my gigs, because I feel like on a platform where everybody doesn't have a face and everybody is like pictures everywhere, videos are a wonderful way to stand out, and also because Fiverr's algorithm favors gigs that come with videos. Okay, so package your gigs well, and if you don't know how to do it, there are ways for you to package your gigs well so that they are more attractive to your target audience and they are more likely to click on your gigs and book you to work for them. So just so I would do a recap on the things that I did that helped me back my first million on Fiverr. The first one is I got over my fear of losing money. The second one is I actually invested in myself. The third one is I did the work. I put in the work to deliver to the clients that I was supposed to deliver to. The fourth one is I did a good job. Okay, so I actually over delivered with every client that I was working with. The fifth one is upselling and cross-selling. I wasn't just, if you chat me up for $15 order, I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's fine, that's all I'll offer you. No, I'll find a way to upsell you so that you would, buy other things from me or cross-sell. And finally, I have multiple gigs on the platform, multiple price points as well, and well-packaged gigs. So my gig strategy is actually quite strong. I need to make it stronger, but it's strong enough to have helped me achieve the goals that I have been able to achieve in the platform. Now, when I got into Fiverr, I paid $40 to get into that particular program. I know that this YouTube video is not enough, and I also know that not everybody watching this right now would have $40, which is why I went on to create the Fiverr Millionaire webinar. Okay, so inside of this webinar, I'm literally breaking down step by step what exactly to do for you to achieve better results on Fiverr. And it's not going to be just me talking, so I'm going to share my screen with you, break down the top secrets that I have applied to get the results I have gotten. I will show you how to pitch to clients to convert more clients. I will show you how to create a high converting gig, also how to create your gig cover image, and exactly how I've created my gig video. So I'll walk you through those things. A lot of it is going to be practical, paired together with me talking, and I'm also going to be answering some questions that you have while you're going through the process of implementation inside of this webinar. Okay, so if you're someone who this is something that you want to do but you don't have $40 right now, this webinar is only going for. So the Fiverr Millionaire webinars link is in my description box below. You can go ahead and order the webinar, start taking that webinar, and if you have any questions while you're taking the webinar, there is an email that you can email your questions, and your questions will be answered. You can also just DM me on Instagram, and I promise I will reply your DM and answer the questions that you have while you're taking the class. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I'm so grateful that you watched. If you love the video, please give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe. You ain't gonna die if you hit that button. Okay, bless me. I'm sharing knowledge, so please do something for your girl. Hit the subscription button. I'll be super grateful. Until next time, have a good morning, evening, or afternoon wherever you are in the world. Bye.